Hey guys, did the awesome here to give you a Let's Get video. Today we are going to continue our quest to get Yilitre, or this is actually my first video for the Elder Rich Maids. But, phew, excuse, bless me. Yeah, this is just a part one. I don't think I have enough yet, but we'll see. I don't really think I don't have enough because Ophiuchus himself or his path is around 5,000 and you'll get his path until near the very end. Very sleazy this morning. Sorry for that. There is no time to waste. Copperbeard. Ooh, Copperbeard sells. That's good. I think if I get like 20, watch, if I get like 20 cells from the spinning thing, doubt it. But if that was the case, that'd be cool. I could get I could get the first upgrade for free pretty much, which would be cool. Because if I get one from the breeding event, I already have one, so that's the first ranked up. I thoroughly enjoy Copperbeard's kit during multiplayer when I decide to use an attacker, not just like two deniers and Ukaduma, because that's a thing. Uh, that's what I usually do for multiplayer nowadays. Is I for sure use Ukaduma because his support's amazing, and the other two monsters I determined what's the best course. I think I usually use I use Hackster, and I use I know it's not Cassandra all the time, but I think I use another monster like some kind of probably something with deny. That's probably what I use. I don't know. Something that could keep them from moving. It's probably another denier. I don't want to say Cassandra, but Cassandra, I use her occasionally, so that's probably a monster I use other than Hackster. I know I always use Hackster. Hackster's really, really great. Because he bypasses immunity to possession with his possession, and it's just always nice. Oh, how I wish you were the Ophiuchus key, but you're not. Ophiuchus is key at the end, so I have to waste all. I pretty much have to waste all these coins just to get the Ophiuchus path, and Invidia's path is like around 3,000, so fuck. Man. So yeah, after I get Yilitre, once I've reached my goal, I have no idea how much coins I'll have left by the end of that. So yeah, if I get enough for Fugnar, cool. If I don't, oh well. I hope I've already picked up his respective keys from the other pass, so I don't need to hurdle way back. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to like go back to the other epic pass after I get Yilitre and then pick up his key. Because that would be really stupid if I have to, but wouldn't surprise me if they left his key at the end of one of the epic paths. That wouldn't surprise me for Falknar. I mean, excuse me. Yep, I just got right up in the morning. Woke up at 7:43. Woke up, checked Monster Legends to see if there was a discount time, and yeah, it was a discount time. Not planned at all. I just logged in every day. That's the blue one, right? What's that one, Leo? That's Drarstar. That's nice that like if you finish that path, you get a level 6 room, but that seems impossible. At least up to that point, you would think. Unless you bought jet coins, of course. Let's see here. I got gold. It's golden opportunity. Got the 50 coins too. Alrighty, I do believe that's the last one for that. Alright, so now we for sure have enough to get the Yilitre path. All I'm doing is moving him to the point of getting Yilitre. That's my main goal. I'm gonna pick up Yilitre and then save the rest of my coins till the end to see how much I have left. If I have enough to pick up Fagnar, I'll get Fagnar. If I don't, I'll just pick up Ophiuchus. I'll pick up Postagarth and possibly Invidia if I have that much. I know I'm getting Invidia last out of the three epics right here, if that's the case, because Invidia doesn't really do anything other than poison and stamina leak. That's all he does. That's all he does. He spreads the poison and he spreads the stamina leak. Uh, Personally, I just wish it was in all honesty, I wish Nvidia was just instead of Invidia, it would be like the creepy SpongeBob monster. I like that. Personally, I would use that as an epic just because it's funny. Everybody likes it because it's memey or like it's like, it's SpongeBob. But what's not to like about SpongeBob? I thoroughly enjoy that cartoon too. It's SpongeBob. What can you say? That's enough said. That's enough justification of why you want it ranked up. It's SpongeBob, and or want to use it. It's SpongeBob. I think he does his draining job better too because he has moves that can drain stamina too. Is it the highest in the world? No, but it still goes hand in hand with the stamina league. Uh, let's see here. I moved Invidia again. That's not what I wanted. Uh, I still think we have enough. God dang it! I hate the I hate the thing where that might cost me. I might actually have not enough now. But I hate it when I absolutely hate it when the when you try to scroll down to touch the thing and yeah, you guys get my point. If you play it on your phone, you get my point. Just try to scroll down. I also hate it when they don't give a notification of what is a discount time. I think that okay, so the number one thing that bothers, I guess number one thing, but one of the things that bothers me very much, it's in the top five, but one of the things that really, really bothers me about Monster Legends is not getting a notice when there's a discount time. Just like, other apps do it. Hey, guess what? There's a sale time right now or something like that. Why doesn't this give us a notification for that? It's so stupid. There's like a Digimon game I used to play too, and it would always give a notice of when there's like a flash event or something like that, or flash, whatchamacallit. They would always give a notification on that, but this can't. You always have to go on Monster Legends and check you're just kind of self-conscious about, is it a discount time today? Did I miss the discount time today? Or did I not miss the discount time today? Because you should be moving on discount time. You should never be not moving on that time. It's just weird, personally. Ophiuchus is a really great monster, by the way, and between the three epics, you should go for him first and then Postagolf second. Postagolf isn't too bad of it. Isn't a bad epic by any means. He has poison. I do believe he does bleeding too. His ultimate's basically a three extra turns if everyone out is still on the field, and that can be really devastating. That's really, really nice. One of the problems is obviously it's an ultimate. He also makes people weak to magic and dark attacks. That's really nice. But Ophiuchus actually has a AoE two-turn possession, and that's broken. It's basically one of those situations with the developers. Why did you think that was a good idea? It's a really good skill. I'm not saying it's a bad skill. I'm saying it's in terms of quote-unquote fairness. You guys know that can't be fair. Is it different? Yes. Is it broken? Also, yes. Being able to have a monster in your control for two turns is really ridiculous, and the fact it's only on a two-turn cooldown. The cooldownage of the AoE skill is only 2 turns, and it's a two-turn control. Funny enough, he's not actually the only one that can do this. The other monster that can do this in terms of the epic category is Terrashear. The only problem is it's a 50% chance. So you're less than likely to land it more often than Ophiuchus is. I To be honest, though, I think that's fine as long as you get one, though, and especially if it's a really important one. You're good as long as you control one enemy monster. You still have the advantage at the point, regardless of what it is, because you have three monsters versus two monsters. Of course, that depends if you got the epic monster. That sucks, but if you got the legendary, you have a high chance of winning. That's just the thing. Uh, and to be honest, too, with possession, all you need to do is control one monster for the most part. That's why Galante works. You just control the thing that's the most important on the field, and you genuinely win for the most part. That can't be said for every situation, especially dependent on the runes they're using. Uh, just what kind of enemies you're fighting. That determining factor. But for the most part, you only ever need to control one person. Is it nice to control everybody on the field? Absolutely. Is it necessary? No. Because odds are one of the monsters will do like an AoE freeze or an AoE stun and stun the other two monsters. So that's just kind of pointless. In my eyes, that was pointless just to possess the other two because they just got denied in the end. You know what I'm saying? But I guess you could say it's more so of a safety thing. Also, possession, like things that have like extra turn skills, they can do it often means nothing to possess. If you're fighting someone like Hercule, for example, he's not going to give two shits about possession if he can do if he does his extra turn skill. You're in trouble at that point because now he can move. You're like, like I don't know, Voltic. Voltic 2 is another example. Voltic's a huge counter. As far as I'm concerned, Voltic's a huge counter to Hackster's Deny because, he could just extra turn and he's not going to do too much damage and then he could just go free and do whatever he wants at that point. That's huge if your team is like Brittle or you're not running someone with team life. That's why I like running Ukaduma a lot because I have him with team life and it just works. He's not the most popular monster in the eyes of the community. I think he's really great just from personal experience. I've used him a lot. I've won more battles than I should have with him. He's just that great of a support because he cleans everybody and increases the damage and precision of everybody. And that's enough. It's a double damage though. Does it work? Absolutely. It absolutely works. And he's got the energy refill, which is nice. So if I ever need energy refilling, he does it for the other two monsters. He also refills him by a little bit, but not that much. Again, that's kind of what I've been doing too. My playstyle has also been different in terms of multiplayer. I don't know if I ever mentioned it on the stream, but I do have the tendency. Hey, I think we got the path. Yeah, we got 1,000 coins to spend. So not as much as I would like for the ending cost, but okay. The guy's gonna bother the ever living piss out of me moving this guy because I don't it's a situation of moving. Like I see all these monsters, I still have to move. See, it even goes back up. It wants you to be juked by it. That's stupid. Did I actually? Dude, I think. Wait, did I actually want? I actually wound up getting Invidia because of misclicks. Okay, that was the thing. I'll put that on the title. Let's get Yilitre, and we also got Invidia too. I'll probably be part of the title too. Bam. This is a cool animation, by the way. It's really cool. I like Yilitre. Look at that movement animation, though. I can't wait to use that monster. That monster looks like a lot of fun. Realizing the build I talked about during his guide, I noticed there was like some really cool stuff about it. It was pretty much like a D&D build, or it's like kind of like a whatchamacallit, thinking. It was kind of like a D&D build. It was kind of like random chance. How in D&D everything is random, or like in terms, well, the story isn't random, or it could be random based on the storyteller. But it's dice chancy. It's all that jazz. Really chancy. And that's cool. I think that's cool. I think that build I recommended for you guys is. I did change up the build. I did change the recommended build. If you check out that video or guide, comments in the comment section, I did give a different recommendation build because it turns out that immunity to possession, AOE, is not actually an AOE. It's a single target skill. So I gave more options to run other than that skill. I And I also recommended Mirror of the Soul. That's a good skill too. The two AoEs the same too. I mean, like if you're running defensive, that build hasn't changed. I still recommend the two random AoEs, the stun and the blind. Yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah. I hope they do change it back where you can remove precision and remove precision with blind, and precision removes blind instead of just canceling it, because that's stupid. There's no reason for that. It's like pretty much saying, here's the damage boost, you use damage reduction, but the damage boost never went away, and you only took 25% off it. Even if you took 25% off double damage, it's still gonna hit you hard enough to kill you. Probably 75% more damage. Yeah, that hurt. You lit tree. Yeah, lit tree. Every time I say like that, like you lit tree, like I imagine them with like MLG glasses, and like the memeiest things ever. You lit tree. Yeah, you lit. That is a really cool animation. I can't wait to use this thing. Look at that. So basically, that defensive build I recommended for Yilitre was basically totally random. It's totally just like, it's like how the situation where we always want our monster to do something nice at the end. With the random effect, with those random effects, he has a high chance to do that. Thus, he has a higher chance to, you know, do something that could possibly be a deny. Is that necessarily the case? No, it just is. Uh, I don't think I ever explained the point of running full speed. I don't know if I ever explained why you run full speed on your Litchi. And why you should have another denier. You should totally run a denier with your Litchi. Don't have him be your main denier. Uh, because it's random. It could be completely random. You could deny them, you could not deny them. It's just random chance. Plus, it's more so of a support debuffer or something like that, or a mediocre denier. Then mainstream denier should be running a denier and not have you literally be your main denier, because it's random chance. And they could even precision the blind, because that's the stupid. I feel like that's the stupidest thing they did, was they made precision and blind not cancel each other out. That's, in my eyes, that's stupid. But that was what happened. That's what happens at the moment. I don't know if that's a bug or they're gonna fix that. I have no idea. Regardless of the situation, it just hurts. At the end of the day, it just hurts Yilitri's gameplay if you're dealing with someone that increases their accuracy. It just doesn't do well for him. You know what I'm saying? If you run the remove, I will say this: if you run the dark, the weakness move, and that can remove positive effects, that would help his blind. That's a valid thing. So you can swap out the one of the random negative effects if you wanted to swap that out for an AoE that removed good effects and gave darkness weakness. You could just use that to remove positive effects. You don't have to use it for the weakness thing if you didn't want to. Though it benefits, though the dark monsters will obviously better from it, benefit from it. Oh man. It has always given me this team for my maze clearing, and that's nice. I don't mind this team because it has one of my favorite monsters, Osteoclast, in it. And, Demise is really great at, just straight up sweeping things with that extra turn double damage. And that's why I run Atlas with all strength runes. If you guys ever wondered why I didn't put a speed rune on Atlas, it's because I always run him with Demise for the most part if I do use him. Uh, I've been thinking about like getting those free. If you're getting into Gold 1 and you're getting 100 gems about every 2 weeks, yeah, that's genuinely how long the leagues last. You should think about saving that up for like X runes. That's not a bad idea. I was thinking about it. I think I'll get a X like an X speed rune or something like that. I kind of want to get some of my deniers set. You know what I'm saying, in terms of what I'm dealing with now. Everything's like genuinely faster than faster in terms because like I'm dealing with 130s and 115s. Like anything that's not rank 3 isn't doing me any good at the moment in terms of the arena. That was the last move slot, but yeah, I was just kind of like closing statements. Uh, but yeah, I've been dealing with stuff like that lately, and I have changed how I, in terms of like my main comp. Like, usually it would just be Demise and then Atlas. I can't really do that anymore at the moment, because in terms of multiplayer, and because like things would obviously be faster to Demise because A, I don't have her ranked up. Two, I don't have full X9 speed runes on her. I mean, like 10 speed runes. I have 9, 2 level 9s, and a 5 on her. So I've been able to use Demise lately. It hasn't done me any good. uh, and yeah, that's just the thing. I don't even think I've been using damage dealers for the most part. Beyond like Copperbeard and or Igursis because they work really well with Ukaduma, like I've said before. And I've said it again. She just works well with mounted monsters, and it just works well. I've just had nothing but good times with it. Occasionally, I'll swap out Ukaduma for like a team speed monster too. Like my Violet has team speed. I'd swap him out occasionally with her, just for something different every once in a while. In terms of between having all right life and or just what, just try to outspeed the other guy. Depends on the situation. Depends on how I deem the situation at the moment, depending on the other two monsters. It's usually Voltic is usually a thing. So I have to just kind of mess around with that, do different ways. Uh, but he's Ukaduma's alright. In terms of my build, he's alright in dealing with Voltic for the most part. Monsters do live through a Voltic assault for the most part, or like a onslaught because they're not running base life anymore. But that's just the thing. So yeah, we got pretty far. We got we accidentally got Invidia just straight up the bat. I like the fact that I said I'd get the other monsters before Invidia, and I misclicked twice, and I wound up getting Invidia. We started the quest for Yilitre. I'm excited about that. We have 12 days. That is easily gonna be enough for Yilitre. Odds are we'll pick up the other two epics. And that'll be it for our adventures in the Abomination Maze. I don't think I'd get enough. At this point, at looking at the coins and the amount of, looking at the number of days I have left and the number of coins I could get between that time, I don't think I'd get enough for Fognar. I still don't even have his key yet, so odds are his key's dangling somewhere up here. And I have no idea where that is at the moment. But yeah, that's just the situation, and I'm in. uh, Yeah, I find it really interesting that Hyperion cells are getting out. There was a cell dungeon last week with Hyperion cells, and you can get survival dungeon cells. They're giving a lot of cells for Hyperion. Hopefully, you guys are getting them so you can craft him. You can actually breed him and Pandolf to get. If you don't know what Hyperion is, it's this robot guy right here. It's the see the cell icon. Uh, but you can breed him with Handoff to get Worker Hulk. Now, Worker Hulk doesn't have the best base stats in the game, but he has a really strong power, and he's pretty much, it's a Demise monster. You pair it up with Demise, and then you just unleash him upon whatever monster you want to single out. He's a single target attacker. If you take out the monsters with the speed runes, you're all good and solid. I do believe if you rank him up all the way, he's at Oro speed. His speed is, in terms of speed, his speed is terrible. But yeah, that's a thing. Not the, it's just something, it's a cool legendary. It's the worker guy. It's these little worker buddies. I gotta remember where mine is. See, he's like one of these guys. Look at that. That's his baby form. And he becomes like a big old Hulk. Yeah. Look how happy this thing is. This is the happiest little minion guy in the world. Or worker guy, he's the worker. It's kind of like a minion. But he's a happy worker. Look at that smile, that determination. Can you do it? Yes, you can. Alrighty. That is it for this, episode. of getting Yilitre. Hope you liked it and all that jazz. I'm Dib the Awesome. I'll catch you guys later.